Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're gonna look at quest number 3 of the Valiant EQ for June 2025. The nodes here are going to be Cosmic Grid, so your Cosmic attackers who reach a total of 3 Fury Armor Up Precision buffs will gain an indefinite aptitude, and this aptitude will increase the potency of all future of those buffs by 50%. So that increases your damage and you can get a max stack of 10 from them. There's also pumping iron, so the defender will take 60% less damage while there is no buff on the opponent. And for every buff, this reduction is removed by 20% until it reaches 0. And finally, there is crumbling armor. So if you haven't landed an attack on the opponent for 6 seconds, you are going to get an armor break on you, so your willpower healing will be super clutch here. Now, as the notes say, you can only use your cosmic champions, so make sure that you have them all ready and lined up for this one. I am going to share my champions, what I've used for this one, but before I do that, let me explain you the total path and the setup. There are going to be 15 fights that you have to take, and at the end there is a boss fight. For the 15 fights, you can only use cosmic champions, and for the boss fight, you can use any champion you want. Now, here is my run, what champions I used. And if you notice, I've highlighted the difficult fights or like the touch annoying fights with red font, so you can make sure that you plan for them before you plan anything else. Other than that, it's an easy path, to be honest. There is a Northstar that can be a little bit annoying. There is champions like Joaquin Phoenix. He will apply a lot of debuffs on you, so you can use willpower there to your advantage. Joe Fixit will be annoying. He will do a lot of block damage to you, so you have to be careful about that. There is a Spiderman OG, so make sure you keep Venom for him so you don't have to deal with all the evades. There's also Anti-venom, so he will apply a lot of those debuffs on you, so you can use willpower healing there as well. Rest of the fights are quite easy to deal with. There's also a blade then the end of it, so just remember that you keep an eye out for him. And there is the boss Spiderman Stark Enhanced. I will share quite a few options. If you haven't checked out my video on the Paranoid Gauntlet, check it out and we will take him down at the end of the video. So stay tuned for that. And here is the first annoying fight, that is going to be Northstar. Now, he is not as such annoying, but he is more, you have to be more careful when he because he's going to have a lot of those specials, and with that speed burst he's also going to get that power efficiency, so he's going to throw a lot of those specials. Don't worry about your health, you will keep healing with those crumbling armor if you don't attack Northstar for like 6 seconds. So if you're running willpower, that is going to be really helpful for you. What I'm trying to do here, I just brought in Serpent. I'm going to use my SP3 first and then get my buffs on and up and going, and then I'm just going to throw one SP2 and then gonna spam SP1s for all of that damage to bring him down. But Serpent, he is a slow fighter, so this fight will take a little more time than usual, but that's okay. He has all the 3 buffs that he's needed. Actually, there is going to be a power gain, so when there is power gain, he has 3 buffs, so he can do 100% damage. When he doesn't have the power gain, he will not have 100% damage, so that is something you just have to play around with. But all in all, an easy fight, not really difficult. You can use other cosmic champions as well. I've shared you what were my options that I use, so I hope this helps, and I will do some commentary on the difficult fights coming up, or the more annoying ones that I highlighted in red, and then we'll talk about on the boss fight. Next up is going to be an Ironman fight number 4. Now he's going to be super annoying because all of his armor ups, and then also he's going to get that regen when you try to knock him out. So this fight is prolonged for no reason at all. But make sure you have a good champion that gets extra damage when the opponent has armor up. So for example, Galen should work really well here. He might even burst him down and bypass his regen. I'm using a Hercules here because, if you use an SP1, then he does extra damage with according to all the armor ups on the opponent. So I'm just gonna do Hercules here with SP1 and SP2 rotation, and that should be able to get me through the fight. This fight is still faster from the last one because I didn't have enough buffs there, so my damage wasn't 100% against Northstar, but Hercules makes it super easy. He does extra damage with all the armor up, so you can use that to your advantage. You can also use Galen, he works the same way. So I hope this helps. Let me see you on the next difficult fight. The next fight, it's not difficult, but it's definitely annoying. The mistake I did here is I was ending all of my combos with a medium attack. So if you know, on defense, Joe Fixit will get all of his card draws depending on what is the last attack you used. So if you're going to go against him, just end with a light or use a heavy attack. Don't use medium ending attacks because that is going to give him spades, and spades mean extra damage with all of that crazy fury. So he's going to hurt quite a bit. I just went down to 55%, but don't worry, he's also going to apply on your weaknesses. So that is also going to help you heal up with willpower if you have that. And another thing would be to keep pushing Joe Fixit to an SP2. That it's much easier to evade, and you do not take any kind of block damage, and you can get through this quite comfortably in the end. Spiderman OG is just Spiderman OG. He's going to be annoying if you don't bring in a good champion that can counter his evade. So I'm just bringing in a Venom pool. You can bring in I'm bringing in a Venom. You can bring in a Venom pool. You can also bring in Red Goblin. All of them have immunity to evade against all of your Spidey champions, so that can work out for you. Other champions is also available on the Cosmic class. So all in all, quite quick and easy. And finally, before the boss, you're going to have a blade. Now, blade is going to be annoying to a fact because you're going to reduce your time on the debuffs you apply on him depending on how much power he's got. So you have to make sure that you keep that in mind. You can use any champion, to be honest. I just brought in that Thanos because of all of his extra furies, and he can pause all of them, and he can do quite a bit of damage in very quick time. Just trying to bait his SP2, so you can be annoying, so don't worry about that. And just at the end of a special tag with the last hit, you can go in, and here's another special one. I got up to my 8 furies, and then now I just have to simply throw a heavy attack, and that should armor break him and also take him out. They're all paused, so a very quick fight with Deathless Thanos, but make sure you bring in the right counter for him because he's going to remove your debuffs like anything. And the final boss is going to be Spider-Man Stark Enhanced. You can use any champion. Now, the trick here is you cannot use Cosmic Champions because with Cosmic Champions, all of their buffs will not work against the evade of Stark Enhanced because of the node here. So, whenever he will evade, he will apply a Spry debuff on you, and by the time the Spry is up on you, if you hit the opponent, it's going to return damage to you. So, you can bring in a Venom because he's different. Anybody with anti-Spidey synergy, you can work. But I would say Falcon would be a good one. Okoi would be a good one also. I've given you a few options you can use. And quite easy fight. And then you just have to counter the evade and you should be good. I'm just going to build up to my SP2 and throw that out, making sure that the Incineer is on Spider-Man Stark Enhanced till the end of the fight. And just like that, we are able to take him down. Thanks for joining in, guys. Part 4 will be up very quick, so stay tuned to the channel. I appreciate it and see you next time. Bye.